Welcome everyone back to Second Life Travels. Today we are at Fire Beach, a newbie-friendly community here in Second Life. And since it's summer, I wanted to check out some places that were a little bit more summery, so I thought a beach would be a great place, and I had this place in my landmarks, so I'll be taking a look at it today. And already as we look out, we see some Elva Congos. It looks like some stuff left over from Halloween, perhaps. Or maybe it's just left up over all year round. As it looks quite spooky, as we can see. Pumpkins for a head. Spider webs everywhere. Looks like we landed somewhere pretty much, pretty interesting. But from what I remember, the beach is on the other side of the island here, so over that way, basically. So we'll be getting over there soon enough. Let's take a look at this cabin first. And it looks like the replica for the Evil Dead cabin, if I remember correctly. So that's pretty neat. A farewell to arms. And we even have a poster here on the wall. I wonder if that comes with the cabin or not. It might, because I remember this tape recorder from the other cabin that I saw. Ooh, quite spooky in here, though. It looks like somebody was playing Russian roulette in here. I guess this guy must have lost. And we have looks like a bed in here, perhaps. Another door. I'm pretty sure this door on the left is, yeah, it's the same room I was in. Okay. And this one looks like somebody had a bad time in here, that's for sure. This door, which I think is the back door, just doesn't open. I'm guessing it's locked. So we'll go ahead and head back outside. Actually, there isn't a basement part in here. And we got another torture type place here. Looks like a noob was having a bad time in here. It's actually been a while since I've seen one of those noob avatars. You don't see him as much anymore. Mostly because the starter things they have now, that's been really outdated, and I don't even think they offer it as a starting thing anymore. So that would probably explain why most people don't get the reference as much anymore. We have this nice little swing set here with a rainbow flowing through the tree. That's really nice placement there, actually. Got a few roses around as well. And a pair of lovebirds. And over here, it looks like, I think, wraps around to these buildings over here, which I think is going to be one of the last ones we look at. Those are actually shop buildings, so... Did not mean to fall through there. Must be a little spot there that isn't physical. Oh, we have a map of the island here. Let's take a look at it once it raises up. There we go. We're over in the bottom right. I guess where that red thing is. And so we're going to be doing my favorite, which is going around the place, and then we'll see... there's one more thing that was towards where we rezzed in at. That'll be looking at the very last thing. It looks like we have a little beach spot right here, actually. And a couple of noobs around as well. Jack one potato. And please don't bump. You can see a little bit of an island off this way. And the endless water. Whoops. I missed those exploding noobs as well. Honestly, I can't think of the last time I saw one. Nice view of the area that we just went through. I love the trees. The trees that aren't static and have the movement of the leaves and whatnot like that. I always enjoy because it makes it a little bit more immersive. We have a nice little wish pond right here. You can see at least one fish in there. Look like a koi, perhaps. Continuing on, I think we'll head towards this mountain over here. Another spot you could rest at. This one looks a little bit more funky. And we have the biggest strawberries you'll probably ever see. And I could go for a smoothie right now. That looks pretty good, actually. Over here is an island, or it may be connected to the back of this, but either way, it doesn't have anything on it, so... I do have this little garden spot right here, too. It looks really nice. There's little sparkle stars around it. And yeah, the big mountain thing here is actually a giant waterfall. Yeah, this one behind right here doesn't look like there's anything on it, so I'm not going to go over there. But we are going to take a look at this waterfall over here. Which is a giant waterfall, I have to say. Very nice looking, and there's actually a spot there at the bottom that's see-through, so there may actually be something down this way. And you can also see little pod-type things, like lily pods or giant leaves that you could sit on as well by the waterfall. And yep, you can see an entrance right there. And we can see swimming spots and all that sort of stuff. So we'll go ahead and start over here. Actually, there is a spot over here where you can climb up this giant mountain via a rope. You can see a little bit of the spot over there that we're going to be going to soon. So let's go ahead and climb this rope here. It actually gives us a really nice view of essentially the entire island here. There's a little bit towards the back there we can't see because of the trees. But you can see the beach over on the side here in the area to the left that we just came from. There's also like the ruins down there that we'll be heading to next. And we'll go ahead and dive off of this and see how this looks. Well, that's neat. It looks like my AO stopped the animation of diving though. See if I can jump up here. There we go. Overall, a really nice place so far, and I think it's been here for some time. And we'll head down below here, as there's actually a crystal cave, which I believe goes underneath the ruins. So we'll have to go back on top and take a look at that in a moment, but you can take a look at this really nice place down here. Alrighty. And we'll just take a look up here once again. And it's basically like a grassland area to rest or stand around in, I guess. Because I'm not seeing too many seats. Might be some around, but it does look beautiful with all the flowers. Wells covered up. Actually, I think there might be pose balls on top of the ruins. You can see a nice view of the waterfall from here as well. Another, embrace one. I don't know if that's a dance or if it's just, embracing. Alrighty. I think we'll continue on towards the beach now, as it looks like we have a downslope to go down, and we'll pretty much be there at that point. And this area gives the Fire Beach its beach namesake. It looks like a pavilion here. Actually, the beach looks like it's a bit overrun with some jungle merging with it or something along those lines. Got another tiny waterfall here. Looks pretty nice too. Got a little bit of a fire going here. And we'll just continue on down towards the shoreline. So I don't think the jungle has quite reached down that way. Ah, some more giant strawberries. And some smaller ones to boot. It looks like you can actually have a wedding here from how it looks. We got the seats, the altar, some spots for the various people. Looks like there's a sunken ship out that way too. The bouquet looks like it's sitting on top of the altar there. Curious about this. Let's take a plunge. Ah, yep, we got a sunken ship here. And an octopus nearby. Just lounging about. Let's take a look at some of the signs back here. Sacred Flame Wedding Dreams, and it looks like we have a nice picture of one of the people that have gotten married here. Certificate of Marriage. Looks like this one's from 2009. Maybe that was their first one. It looks like the jungle clears up from over this way. So now we have a little bit more of a regular beach going on. And that's the way we came from, I believe, actually. Yeah, it is. So we want to go this way. Got the old-fashioned straw umbrellas here on the beach. And like the tiki torch style stuff. There is a volcano here in the middle of Fire Beach, and it's actually a club inside, which is interesting. And we'll be taking a look at that here in a little bit. See the waves crash against the rocks out there. Yeah, we can see the entrance there. Oh, peacock. And there's a smaller little bird sitting on that spot between the chairs. He's just hanging out here on the beach. You kind of see peacocks in just like random spots, even in real life. Another nice little spot here on taking a look at the small island here, but basically over there. Looks like there was perhaps a sandcastle that was being made. It looks like it was broken up there on the left side. And it's always interesting to see the endless waves here on a beach in Second Life. Just water as far as... Okay. Had a little bit of a thing to take care of there. It looks like we have a greedy table. Greedy seems to be the most popular board tabletop type of thing here in Second Life, because whenever I see these table games, it's almost always greedy. Or if they have multiple, there's usually always greedy with it. Another nice little waterfall here. I'm impressed that they're all different waterfalls, too. We have a screenshot of looks to be a snowy area. I wonder if this place changes during the winter months. Or maybe that's a different place entirely. A nice little tiki bar here. And this looks like it's probably like the community lounge spot, I imagine. Bobo, I assume it's a lemur? I think it is anyways, perhaps it's something else. There's a few people out and about. Another map right there. We got some deer that's hanging out here too. Guess they wanted a vacation. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at this club now. It's a bit difficult to actually tell the name of the club from the smoke coming out of the spot there. Let's see. Looks to be the lava pit. A nice glow effect as we come down here. And it looks like to be like a bar and basically like a strip club type of joint, I guess. Because you can see the poles that are around as well. The bar seems to actually be in the middle, which is something I don't commonly see. Usually it's off to the side or something along those lines. Looks like they got a mahjong as well. And a simple tic-tac-toe game. It's a nice design, a nice theming though, I have to say. And you can actually go through the top here and get out as well. And I believe this is another entrance. Yeah, it is. We'll go through the top though. You can actually see through to the bottom too. Usually there'd be like lava covering the top or something like that, but not in this case, which is nice. got some sandcastle things and whatnot over there. Looks like we're getting towards the buildings I was talking about earlier. And looks like we've made it to some rocks and quicksand apparently around as well. We got the crying girl statue. It looks like perhaps a mermaid statue over there as well. Maybe this could be kind of a spot like for the mermaids, but I don't see any mermaid pose balls. Oh, I fell through the ground again. Oh, it actually looks like this was intentional though. We have a underwater waterfall here. Wow, that was completely... I did not know that was there. So I just kind of slipped and fell into kind of a hidden area, I guess you would call it. It looks like we've made it to the port. And your ship there seems to be having a bit of a fog problem there, buddy. Not sure what that's about. But we can see the various other things that you'd probably find on a port, like crates and, I guess lanterns as well. Any docks, I wonder? Oh, yep, it looks like there's a dock there. See a shark circling around as well in the waters. We'll just hop on over here. We can see the other entrance to the volcano over there as well. I have to admit, I'm not particularly here to look at shops, but I'll look at the first floor of these places, just to be fair. And some of this stuff, I imagine, was probably around Sim as well. Like these flowers probably were, I imagine. Looks like they're flower seats. We also have the Grim Reaper walking around. Or I guess a monk, from according to the sign. And a few seats as well over here. I'm waiting for them all to texture correctly. There we go. Looks like a couple of, like, pet-type things. Fairy pets. Squirrel pet, right on your shoulder. Well, looks like we have some art here. Zodiac art? Oh, looks rather nice. Well, looks like we have a decor shop here with a lot of flowers, it looks like. Flowers in vases, got some cactuses. Some fancy looking things on the shelf there. Heart vines, it looks like. Crying girl statue, looks like roses in the middle. That's probably where this came from, okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we saw that one over by the rocks next to the mermaid statue. Okay, of flowers. Very nice. I think these are, forget the name of them, but they're kind of prickly a little bit on the sides. And some roses. And some more vase flowers there. And some Valentine stuff, it looks like. Nice candle holders there. It looks like these are just some signs, like the map and the group and hunt, I guess, must be here as well. It looks like we're done with the town here, as this was the spot that we saw earlier. Which actually doesn't look like we can actually get up here this way. Huh. Okay. It's like a watchtower type of thing. But anyways, there is one more thing to take a look at, and it's through this door that's over here, where we basically rezzed in right next to. And it's a little bit hard to open the door, as there's other like prim things right in the middle, like right in front of it, so you have to zoom in really close. This leads us to a small Alice in Wonderland spot. Got some Mad Hatter teacups here. There's also like a tiny floating... Or no, I think that was actually part of the tree, never mind. Actually, no, there is a floating island nearby. Oh, it looks really nice. There's a lot of flowers on the ground, some sparkles and whatnot about. Tea cupcake. I'm gonna go ahead and head inside here. There's 3 rooms in all to this, so this is the second room here. We see various potions here on the table, as everything's gotten a little bit bigger on us. Basically a teacup waterfall. Caterpillar smoking it up over there. Time doesn't mean much here, it looks like. We'll go ahead and head into the final room here. We see another waterfall, this time of the shrinking bottle, or perhaps growing bottle, actually. And some floating furniture and chess pieces about. Nice little fireplace as well. Oh, that doesn't do anything, okay. I thought maybe that might have been another teleport, but it's not. In any case, I hope you guys enjoyed Fire Beach. And I will see you guys next time here, real soon.